There are lots of tropes in the rom-com genre, maybe due to its high viewership demand. The only condition is you need to handle all the drama it brings. Out of all, one of the most popular ones is where the main character is forced into a relationship. This does not involve only childhood romance, but it also has many layers to it. So without any further delay, I present to you all 10 romance anime where MC is forced into a relationship. But before we start, I need you all to support the channel by clicking that like button. It shows me how much you love my videos and motivates me to make better videos for you. Starting at number 10, we have Waiting in the Summer. Waiting in the Summer is a supernatural rom-com with a beautiful touch of slice of life elements. It follows the story of Kato, a typical high schooler who loves filming. While testing his camera on a bridge one summer night, he sees a blue light streaking across the sky, destroying the railing. Just before his unconsciousness, a hand reaches to help him. On the next morning, he wakes up without any sorts of injuries, noticing that Kato has an interest in a chica, an upperclassman. Tetsuru invited her in their upcoming filming project. What comes next is the exciting new summer to completely change the lives of Kato and his friends. Out of all the anime from this list, I would highly recommend you all to watch this. That is why I put this anime at the beginning of the list. At number 9 is Engaged to the Unidentified. Upon turning into 16, Kobani discovered that she has been engaged for a long time. That's why you should never ask your parents for surprises. Soon she had to live with Hakuya under the same roof. To make matters worse, she brings her little sister Binio with her. She doesn't care much about her marriage, but for the time being she decided to let it go. As it turns out, she knew Hakuya a little. Soon her grandfather moved them along with her fiancée, little sister. Yes, that mean girl, to their countryside house, and soon all 4 of them started to have happy times together. The character of the anime makes it special. From small comedic skits to cute romance, especially Mashiro makes everything worth entertaining.
Don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
Moving on, we have Mysterious Girlfriend X. After watching Rental Girlfriend and gets frustrated with Kazuya, then to my friends, I have something that will make you feel better. Akira is not having a girlfriend. Suddenly he feels interested in Makoto, the mysterious girl of the class. She carries scissors hidden in her panties and sleeps in the class while drools on the desk. You think that's weird? Nah, the best part was when Akira decided to have a taste of it. So far I have heard about the Sake Bond, but this ritual is completely new for me. The next thing Akira knew was that the next morning Makoto was in his bedroom. From that moment onwards, both of their relationships were never the same. Akira wants to know more about her and starts to spend much time with her, exchanging what? Fuck him out of this. Watch only if you are interested in this type of fetish.
Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing.
Next we have Shuffle. In the time where humans coexist with demons and gods, who looks like a normal high school boy, Rin was living a normal peaceful life with his childhood friend Kaide. Unexpectedly, both the king of god and demon move into Rin's neighborhood. Apparently both have young daughters Sia and Narine who fall in love with Rin. You know what, next they decide to enroll in the same school as Rin goes. Sometimes I feel like I am trapped inside Itachi's Genjutsu. Every time I watch the Eki Harem anime I get the same deja vu vibe. Anyway, if you have to pick among the goddess or demon or your childhood friend if it exists, then what would be your pick? Not to mention the goddess and demon has the touch.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust.
At number 6 is Ayayuri Owoshi, one of the good old classical Eki harem gems. The story is incredibly simple. Kaoru is a normal college student who lives alone. On her way home, he meets a beautiful girl dressed in a kimono. With a kind-hearted nature, he offered her help for the address she was looking for. Turns out it was right in the neighborhood, but that place was no longer there. Without thinking about the consequences, our MC asked her to stay at her place. Later it turns out the girl was no stranger. It was her childhood friend who came all the way to Tokyo to marry him. Apart from this, there are other girls who also have feelings towards the MC. Unlike other harem protagonists, main character isn't clueless and always thinks logically, which makes the show likable to watch.
That's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
The high school romance genre has changed completely in recent years. Still, there are some good old classic ones that have a feel-good vibe. Likely to be one is A School Rumble. It's about a love triangle in which we were introduced to a variety of different characters. One of them is Tenma, a shy introvert girl who had a crush on Karasuma, but due to her awkwardness she was unable to convey her feelings properly. Whereas Kenji, the class Greek, has the same problem towards Tenma. One day Tenma writes two letters. One is a love letter and another one is a resignation letter. The thing is that letters got into the wrong envelope, and from there onwards the series of tragic comedy events began. Each episode is filled with joy and takes us on a roller coaster of emotion. All characters are likable, and their struggle is fun to watch. Continuing on, we have Green. Have you ever been into an all-boys school, where in order to see just a glimpse of a girl you need to go on a military mission? Then you will highly relate to this anime. Midori was studying in an all-boys school in the countryside, and after all those lonely years, for the specific case the school decided to merge it with a near all-girls boarding school for the time being. Now, as usual, main character has dumb friends and suddenly all girls started to be interested in boys. According to urban legend, a boy and girl can never be friends. They first hide their relation from others, and then create a forbidden relationship which strengthens their bond. If you don't know what all this about, then watch the OVA and thank me later. At number 3, My Bride is a Mermaid. By the title you might get the idea. It's a romance story of a normal human and a mermaid girl. The main plot of the anime will be revealed in the first episode itself. Nagasumi, a middle school student on her summer vacation, traveled to Seto Island. Due to a mishap that happened while swimming, he fell into the ocean. While drowning, there was no one he could ask for help. Just when he was about to lose his consciousness, main character life was saved by a mermaid. In order to hide her secret, our MC was forced to become her life partner. Now that Nagasumi gets a partner out of his league, his newlywed life begins in high school. This series is packed with loads of funny moments, to which I recommend this series to anyone who is looking for a jaw-dropping laughter.
試してみたら長住くんどうしちゃったんです、サンちゃんのお母さん。サンちゃん物足りんじゃろ、長住くん。大丈夫、いろいろ教えてあげる。
On the runner-up spot we have Chobits. Love isn't as simple as it looks like. Hideki lives in the countryside preparing for college. Coming from a poor family, can barely afford his living expenses. Now, on one evening while coming home, he found an abandoned persicom near trash cans. After taking her home, it turns out she doesn't know how the world works. Hideki decided to give her name Chi and teach her about the world in his own way. Alongside preparing for his college, it is safe to say robot girl romance always creates some sort of excitement to rom-com lovers. The main character goes all his way to help persicom while tackling various problems. The anime also has a fair amount of comedic elements to keep you entertained. Wrapping up at last, we have To Uso. There are many modern-day problems which needs to be taken care of. One of them is that otakus are not getting any girlfriend. After looking deep into the issue, Japan has decided to provide a simple solution to it. Upon reaching a certain age, life partners have been allocated to everyone by government norms, and they must marry accordingly. Nejima and Takasaki, two of them, have known each other since childhood, and also had feelings for each other. Sadly, life doesn't go as everyone's planned. Till time comes, both of them have been assigned with a life partner that, unsurprising, aren't each other. Yup, the story takes a foursome turn of events. Now tell me I'm not the only one who easily gets hooked up to these weird relationship romance shows. And with that, forceful moments ended. If you find anything worthy of your time, don't forget to drop a like. And if you have any good suggestions for me, then I would love to hear. Lastly, I wish you all a happy and enjoyable weekend. For the time being, I will take my leave for today, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.